Happy Sunday morning. Happy Mother's Day. I cannot even begin to tell you how incredibly tired I am. And that I have to go to this sobriety thing, and I literally threw on my clothes from yesterday. And I had to shave my face down here because it was like, it looked so gross. And I was like, I need to trim my beard, I need to take a shower and do my hair. I need to put on a cute outfit for my Mother's Day brunch today. On and on and on, but that will have to happen later. I got off from filming this vlog last night, and I was listening to my audiobook, and then I went to Meijer, and I wasn't gonna go in. I just was gonna sit there for a second and like answer my snaps and stuff like that. Look how gross my hair looks. And then I was like, oh, I need ant traps and I need deodorant. So I went in, and there's like nobody in the entire place, and I ran in to my best friend from elementary, junior high, high school, college, graduate school. She was my best friend. She picked me up from treatment when I got sober, and yeah, and we had kind of a falling out. It's such a long, crazy story. She got kind of, let's just say, for a while, she wasn't okay with me being gay. We kind of had a falling out over it. It was like over religiosity. But anyway, we stood there, I mean to tell you, for an hour and 45 minutes and talked. And then I asked this girl, I was like, what time is it? And she was like, almost 4 o'clock. And I was like, oh my God. And then she was like, well, I'm gonna buy you a fountain pop. Because she said she watches all my videos. So we got a fountain Coke inside of Meijer, and then we like walked outside together. It was so much fun. It was like, I miss her so much. And I said, this is so cool. We sat there and like, we're like, oh my God, what happened to so-and-so? What happened to so-and-so? What happened to so-and-so? What happened to so-and-so? And anyway, she had just watched my video on my main channel called High School Friday Nights. And she was like, I totally forgot about all that stuff that you were talking about. But we had such a blast. I'm like so tired because of it, but I was like, oh my God, it was totally worth it. So anyway, yeah. That's my story for this morning. This is why I'm super tired. And I just noticed that my camera is absolutely dead, which is not a good thing when I need to have it for the whole day, so there's like no battery to it, but alright, well, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna get my Starbucks. Bye. So I'm leaving the Thorntons as we speak. There's some rather attractive people up in the Thorntons tonight. I'm so tired. So let me just tell you what my day looked like so far. I just went and got a fountain Coke. And I actually got a fountain Coke. Look, I don't drink Coke ever. And when my friend and I were up in the Meijer last night, they like didn't have anything that I like to drink, so I got Coke. And she was like, you used to always drink Diet Coke. And I was like, I know, we started talking about aspartame and how bad it is for you and stuff like that, so. But I don't usually ever just drink Coke. I need to just stop all of it. And so, Alex and I are trying to plan a trip for Mexico for our birthdays. Because it's cheap, so. Well, I mean, it's cheaper than going to like Miami. That's for damn sure. Staying like an all-inclusive. But anyway, like $1,000 cheaper and be able to stay like 3 or 4 days longer. So anyway, but I got a Coke last night, and I was like on my way home, and does this ever happen to you? Like you get the most perfect fountain pop in the entire world. Like Coke, McDonald's has really great fountain pops. Like I think they do, and it's their ice too, but This is like such a ridiculous conversation. I mean, not really, because I mean, this is like real life issues. But I like the Meyer Coke. Oh my God, it was so good. And like, I literally, like, at that point it was 4:30 in the morning and I was so tired, and I was like, I don't want to like stay up any later. And I was listening to my audiobook, of which I only have an hour left of. And so I'm like trying to finish it. And of course, after 11 hours or 10 hours of the book, it finally gets good, right? The story of my life with Audible. I either like on Audible, I like am literally stream of consciousness jumping tonight. But anyway, so I'm listening to my audiobook and I'm drinking my Diet Coke, or drinking my Coke. And I was like, this Coke is so good. Like, I have not had a Coke like this in so long. And I was like, I don't want to give this Coke up. I don't want to throw it away. But I knew that by the time that I got up, like, it would be flat and the ice would be melted and whatever. So, and then I think because I drank it so fast, and I think like I drank a bunch of caffeine too late or something, because I just couldn't fall asleep last night. Which is why I have been so completely tired, exhausted today, that you didn't even get to see. I looked so nice earlier with my hair, and I trimmed my beard and everything. And we went to Cafe Patachou in Carmel, a different Cafe Patachou than we usually go to. And it was Alex and myself, his mom, his grandma, his Aunt Jackie, his brother Juan Carlos, and his girlfriend Jessie. They just got back. And then his brother Carlos, his wife Liliana, and their two kids, Carlitos and Sebastian. And so it was all of us, and they would wait like an hour and a half. I got there later because I took a shower after Alex left, because I was so tired when I got home this morning. I was like, I don't even know that I can do this. So we went to brunch, and we got done at like 3:30. And so I told Alex, I said, babe, if you want to go over to their house, I mean, have at it, because I am going to go home and go. He's like, everybody's tired and going to take a nap. So I came home, and like Alex and I like talked for a little bit and whatever. And then he was like, well, I'm going to watch some TV. I crashed at 4 o'clock and I woke up at 7:30. And I literally felt like I was like in such, like I still feel like I'm half asleep, even though it's 8:48 now. I'm just like, do you ever feel like that? Like, I slept so deep. And it was so funny because, so I leave the bedroom door open, like, when I'm napping. But, like, the dogs don't usually ever, like, Boo Radley will do this every once in a while. But the dogs don't usually, like, they stay down without, if Alex is watching TV, because I'm at home all the time. So when he's home, like, they're down with him. And so I woke up and I was like, what dog is like next to my leg under the blankets? And I was like I rattled my leg, and I like looked, and Boo Radley like put his head out and like looked up, and he's like, it's me. He loves to come sleep with me. And now I'm going to my meeting, and I wanted to stop at the bookstore, but I didn't leave early enough because I'm doing these book trailer reviews on my BookTube channel, Peter Likes Books, which if you guys like to read, or even if you don't like to read, you should go check out my BookTube channel, Peter Likes Books, because most of my videos on there are really, like, they're about books, but they're really just like videos on all my other channels. It's just me talking. But I started doing these book trailer reviews with this company, and like the first book trailer that they sent me was for this book called Pandemic by A.G. Riddle, and I'm like totally into it, and like I want to read this book. And this guy has written like 15 books, and like all in like the last 5 years, and he puts out like 2 or 3 books a year. I'm like actually going to email him about writing, because I need some writing friends. And like, I don't know how he like puts out books so fast. It's like crazy. And they're all super interesting. Like one series is called like the Atlantis Code or something, and it's about like the end of the world kind of series. They're very like hot zone kind of books. And then one is like a standalone, and it reminds me very much of Lost. It's about this plane that's flying from the United States to London in 2014, but they land in the English countryside, and when they land, like, the world is completely different than when they took off. And then like the one that I'm reading, the one that I reviewed that just came out, like the first book in a series is called Pandemic. And I can't remember what the series is called, but oh no. The first one's called the Atlantis Code or something. But anyway, I don't know. But this one is called Pandemic, and it's about this worldwide viral pandemic that breaks out. And I would never have heard of these books and these people not contacted me. And I cannot see behind me because of my blind spot. I am so excited about like getting some of these books. So yeah. Very excited about that. That's been kind of my day. It's been super relaxing. I called and talked to Tanya, and her son and husband were like, so Tanya has this like backyard patio. I'm sure it'll show up in a video at some point, but like, I mean, it's just like a cement slab, but she puts like all of these patio furniture out there and tons of flowers, and Tanya's got a huge backyard, like huge backyard. Like you could put like 2 huge pools back there. She's got like a volleyball net and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, so all she wanted for Mother's Day was she wanted her husband to grill her steak out on the grill, and she wanted to have her patio made really nice so she could start sitting out there, because Tanya works so many hours. Like, I don't think people have any idea, like when you own your own local business, if you own your own local business, I totally get it out there, own your own business, period. Even an online business, you know. I think sometimes online businesses are harder. Like when we were doing our website, it was so demanding because there was like no time, you know. There was no like time zone, if that makes sense. Like if somebody needed to do an interview and they were 8 hours ahead of us, well, we had to do the interview when it was convenient for them. So, but anyway, you know, like Tanya goes in there and she takes off days because she's got girls that work for her and stuff like that. But like she goes into work 7 days a week, and every night at like 10 o'clock she goes over and lets every dog out and sits there while all the dogs are out, because she lets them all, you know, like all 60 to 100 dogs, let them all go run in their leads and go to the bathroom, and she gives them all treats and she puts them back in there. And that was actually what really attracted me to her kennel when I first went there, was like, she's like, it's so personalized. Like if you go, like when you walk, she doesn't even realize how good she is at it because she just loves animals so much. But like when you walk through, she'll be like, oh, and there's Bozo, and oh, Bozo's my favorite Pomeranian, and he's been coming in here for 7 years, and his mom and dad are so nice, and you know, like, there's Judy. We had to put her sister down. They had to put her sister down last year. I was so sad. Her sister was one of my favorite dogs I'd ever had. I'd had her since she was 6. I mean, Tanya like knows these dogs, you know, and I love that. And I remember at the time, it was when like Pet Sweets was opening, and I'm not dogging Pet Sweets. My dad loves Pet Sweets. So, but Pet Sweets was opening, and it was like, your dog can have its own television set, and it can have its own swimming pool and cabana or whatever, you know. And like, I don't know that I think dogs really know a whole lot about all that stuff. Like, I think it would be nice to think they do, but I think that's more for the humans. But I do think that dogs know if they have somebody compassionate taking care of them, or coming and letting them out on a regular schedule so that they get to go run outside or be with other dogs, or have somebody give them a treat or give them a little bit of special attention, you know. And let me just tell you that we call the kennel the hotel. And if I say to the dogs, do you guys want to go to the hotel? They're like, they get so excited that they're going to the hotel. They love going to Aunt Tanya's. Now, they might get a little special treatment. Like when Pee-Pee goes, she keeps them in the back, like where the day boarding dogs are. So they get like their own condo back there. And then Pee-Pee most of the time just gets to run around with Aunt Tanya because he plays her office assistant, because he thinks he's important like that. But so she's gonna come home today and have her patio completely done, cabana up, lights hung. She loves to like hang the lights and everything. And then we'll sit out there all summer long and just talk and gossip and play games. And she and I always buy games and then play them, just the two of us. Do you guys ever do that? Because you love games and nobody else will play them with you. True story, we got that headbands game that they showed on Ellen. Do you remember that? That game is not a lot of fun to play between two people, let me just tell you the truth of the nature. But she and I sat out there forever and played it, just the two of us. We always do that. We'll buy games because nobody else will play them with us, as we just don't have that many friends anymore. And we play games, just the two of us. Kids and their tablets. That's going to be my rant video tomorrow. Just get ready. It'll probably be up by the time you're watching this. I feel like we're destroying society by kids and their tablets. Do I sound like how like parents were back in the day with us with video games? See, I never really got into the whole video game thing. And I think part of it, like I always had systems, like I had an Atari and I had a Nintendo and all that kind of stuff, but like in the summer, like we lived in like the woods and we had a creek that ran behind our house and a cul-de-sac, which is a baseball diamond, and you know, like my mom and like the other moms in the neighborhoods would be like, you need to go outside, it is nice outside, we'll see you at noon for lunch. Like we had to play outside, you know, like there wasn't, like you had to make believe. And I can remember sitting there like in the grass, just all of us, and I'd be like, you guys want to play charades? And then the other three people would be like, no, okay, no charades. You guys want to catch lightning bugs? No. We could go into the creek and get crawdads, okay, and then we'd all go in the creek and get crawdads, and that would be our day, you know, and then we'd be like down the creek, and we'd be like, oh my god, you know what we should do? We should spend the whole summer building a house in a creek, and it would have like a slide that went from like the top of the valley into the creek, and then it would be like a house that has like a pool that just has like a slide that goes right into the creek, and we could live in the house like at night, like we could even ask our moms, oh my god, that would be so much fun, and then we could even like sleep in our house overnight, and like we'd spend the whole summer building this house, right? And then I'd look at that house in Christmas, because like I would be able to look out my bedroom window, and then this is a true story, I'm telling you this story, like this really happened, and then like I would like look out and there'd be that like half-finished house full of dreams. I always make everything sound so sad, don't I? But like we would start it and then never finish it, you know what I mean? Like we would spend the whole summer working on it, and then school would start again and it'd be like, okay, well that dream's over. But isn't it so true? Like, did you ever see the movie To Kill a Mockingbird? It's my all-time favorite movie. All-time favorite movie. If you watch the second summer when Dill shows up, I love that. Like, that is kids in the summer, right? No matter what our ages were, no matter if some of us went to private schools or public schools, I went to public schools. Like, when summer came, like, it was like Dill showing up again. It was like no time had gone by, right? Like, should we go look at the house? I mean, like a whole year had gone by, and we'd be like, should we go look and see where the house is at in the creek? You know, oh my God, kids are fantastic, aren't they? And then, you know, we would eat dinner, like, and then I can remember, like, coming in and eating dinner, which in the summer, like, my mother never, like, put a whole lot of effort into dinner, and I'd always have a friend that would eat over, and it would be, like, hot dogs and, like, baked beans. That would be like dinner. Do you remember that? Like back in the day? I mean, it was never like these big elaborate dinners during the summer. And, you know, I'd go over to other people's houses to eat, or I'd have somebody sleep over, you know, I'd sleep over at their house. Oh my God, I loved having sleepovers. But anyway, and, then, I miss summer. I am so ready for summer. I'm gonna live my summer like I was a kid again. And then, like, I can remember, like, we would play outside until, like, late. Like, whenever I had to be in, like, 8 o'clock at night or 9. And it was very much like the whole Boo Radley thing in To Kill a Mockingbird. I think that's why that movie is so attractive to me. You know, where they're like, okay, see you next summer. Do you remember that? And when they're, like, trying to see if Boo Radley's there, and then Scout gets her overalls taken off, and... But that's how it was. Like, we would play outside, we'd catch lightning bugs, and we'd walk up and down the street, and we'd say, oh, now you know Mrs. Smith and Mr. Smith are getting a divorce. They are. Yeah, and I heard that he is, like, has a girlfriend, and we would, like, gossip about people on the street, and then we would sit in the grass and tell stories late, and all that kind of stuff. Oh my God, it was so fun. And, like, the older kids would be, like, smoking cigarettes and drinking beers in the driveway. The ones that were, like, 16 and 17. And we were all like, you know, 10, and we like, oh, we idolized them so much. Thought they were so cool. miss those summer days. They were so fun, so innocent. And really, when you think about it, it's only like 3 or 4 years, right? And then I would go inside, and then my mom would be like, you are so dirty, you are taking a bath. Always bath, never a shower. Well, I don't know why. All of a sudden, like, when I became a boy, like a man, like, that's when I had to start taking a shower. I remember that was like 10 or 11. But she'd be like, you have to take a bath. So I would take a bath, and I would put on my pajamas, and it was always those shorty pajamas. I want some of those so bad. I'm getting some of those this year. And, do you know what I'm talking about? The shorty pajamas that, like, button up. I've talked about that on here before. And then we would either, like, watch a little bit of a movie together or something, which usually not, but she would be like, okay, you can go into your bedroom and read, and I would read, and she'd come in there and, you know, tell me a nighttime story if I was young, or we used to listen. Tanya just bought a rug that is now. Did you get your rug?
I got my outdoor rug thanks to Peter Monn, and he didn't want to bring my car, and it...
Girl, it's fitting fine.
And how's that fitting?
Fine. Did you get all your stuff?
Yes, I did. Stop.
Here, let's
Mother's
dance.
Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Oh, shit.
Peter
Now,
Monn.
you always put your cart up. It's rude to not put your cart up, don't you think?
Yeah, it's very selfish.
It's very selfish.
It just depends on how spiritual I am tonight.
Are you a spiritual, selfish person?
I'm grateful today, so I'll put my damn card up.
Okay. And you look good doing it, girl. It is like a beautiful night in Indianapolis.
Oh, I would have cracked up if that wouldn't shut.
It,
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous out. Now
I know.
Now you gotta help me put it in.
All the things I do.
The things we do for love.
Did you have a good Mother's Day? Tell them about your Mother's Day.
All of that.
Huh?
It was good.
I'll adjust it when I get in the car.
I got breakfast. I got my canopy put up. I got roses, a massage. I worked. I got to see my best friend Pete.
Sorry.
He took me to get what I really wanted. Not a rug.
So we'll be back in just a little bit. Bye.
See you later.
Walking around the side of Tanya's house while she's setting up her patio. Don't get scared, it's just me. Oh, she's not even out here. She set up her, oh, she set up her chair, her table. This is the rug we got.
Huh?
There, I was like showing your patio. Why do you care? Oh. The question is, who is, can't see. Question is, who is Lopez?
Oh my gosh, I had one on the other day. It said was,
I wanted Tamika. That's the one that I had the other day. Do you see this? Look. Lopez. Who is Lopez?
Lopez.
Aw, you brought candles out here, your new candles.
Things are gonna happen.
So this is basically where we sit all summer. This is basically where we solve the world's problems.
Yeah, there used to be tons of people here, now not so many.
Not so many. And then there's Cash. Hi, Cash. June. There's June. Say hi, Eric. There's Tanya's husband, Eric. Eric's got long hairdo now.
He's a hippie.
He's a hippie. Look how nice it looks.
That's where the magic happens at the volleyball, where Peter and Alex play volleyball.
I was talking about it earlier. You can't see out there. She's got a fire pit. You can't see how big her yard is out there, but it's huge. Goes all the way out there.
It's dark.
There's her hot tub. It's usually over there. It's coming together. She'll get the lights hung, and oh, look, it has all this little stuff on it. We could sit in here and we could like close this off.
I want us to start reading out here.
It's the simple things.
Just the little things, baby.
It's the simple things that summer brings.
Oh, that rhymes.
Huh?
That rhymes.
That's that book, my favorite book, Summer. Remember that children's book?
Isn't it crazy though how you can fill up a patio so quick?
Well, because you have so much patio furniture.
Do you think that's too much though? If I put... Oh, I forgot we need fire pit furniture.
Fire pit furniture.
You want a fire? Not so much.
Our friend Liz, when she comes here, is so manic with the fire.
Oh, God.
She builds a fire, and it is like... I mean, she constantly puts wood on the fire. Am I lying, or am I crying?
Honey, you lying, you dying.
Tell a funny story, Tanya. I was like, I knew something was missing, and I forgot about that.
How Peter hates a fire, and we love a fire.
I love a fire.
It's always too hot. It's always too big. But Liz does about burn a house down.
Where are all your cushions?
In the back of my car.
Did you get new cushions?
I got one set, but not just for that.
Tanya buys new cushions every year. And this canopy is new. Now, can you open the top and have it be like sunlight in?
You can, but...
Look at this.
Sunlight.
She's like setting this all up, and now this is what she'll do for the whole summer is read out here. This will be
love everlasting.
What's a song that we love to sing together? Tanya cannot, like, multitask. She can't have a conversation with me.
I'm singing.
She is put it on a performance, and she is... Now we have a seating arrangement out here for 15 people. And Tanya, this is what she'll say. She'll be like, now some people can sit over here by the fire pit, and some people can play cards at the table, and this is the truth of the nature right here. Is it'll be... See, she just said, let's play cards. It'll be she and I all night long.
Yeah, playing stupid games.
She just said, do you want a peanut butter sandwich and some orange juice? Because she knows how to make me happy. Do you want to play cards?
What are we going to play?
I don't care. Go fish.
Oh, I ain't playing. How do you play goldfish?
What do you want to play? We can't play euchre with 2 people.
Do you remember how to play rummy?
No, not really. It's been so long. Should we ask Lopez?
Yes, to play some rummy with us.
Lopez, do you want to play rummy with us? What do you think Lopez looks like?
Your husband?
I knew you were gonna. I knew she was gonna say your husband. Oh my God! When I was in the when we were in the Meyer tonight, I was looking at Soap Opera Digest. Did you used to ever read Soap Opera Digest?
Oh God, yeah.
My friends and I.
This is too much.
It's quite a bit. I mean.
But this
She doesn't want to walk over here because she doesn't want to be on camera.
This is us.
Listen, she's planning out the summer. So, this is us, okay?
And then that's dinner.
And this is dinner. What do I think? I think it's perfect.
Then some ferns and some lights and then we're done.
Some ferns and some lights, yeah.
I'm going to go get my cushions.
Tanya's gonna go get her cushions, and she wants me to do a YouNow stream, but I'm so tired tonight. Like, I haven't done a YouNow stream in like an hour and a half, in like a week and a half, because like this is crazy, but it like really truly takes me like I love doing them, but I always wait till late at night, and then like I have to be really pumped to do them, and then what happens is like after I do them, you guys can't see me at all, can you? Here, I'll see if you'll sit on the fountain pop. But then like after I do them, I'm so tired that like I don't want to do anything else. Like this is rocking back and forth. So I just don't, you know. Lopez. Not sponsored by Coke. But these are the nights that I love. Sitting on the patio with Tanya talking. And playing cards. We like ask each other just like the silliest questions. You guys do that with your friends? Like you just ask them like crazy questions. Like, what do you think you would do if you never married Eric and bought a dog kennel? And what I love about Tanya is that like she'll engage me in those conversations, because most of the people in my life like don't want to have those conversations with me, but she will, you know? Or like, if you had had a daughter, what would her name be? Watch, I'll ask her. You're trying to scare me. I see the truth, the nature. If you had had a daughter, what would her name be?
Sam.
Sam?
Yep.
Look at those cushions. Why Sam?
Oh, I just like it. I like it.
If you had never married Eric and bought the kennel, what do you think you'd be doing?
I don't know if I'd be alive.
Really?
No. I don't know. I definitely probably would have had more kids.
I was telling the vlog people, my people.
Oh, that's on you, right?
Mm-hmm. That like we sit out here and we just ask each other silly questions like that. And that you're like the only one that will engage me in questions like that. There's my, here's how dressy I am tonight. Look at everlasting love.
Oh, no, that's good for a big booty. Booty on back.
So what's kind of, what are the things we talk about? That candle smells so good.
That's the couple.
Oh my God, Tuscany candle, Caribbean water.
That's where I probably would be. We're on the beach. Sipping something strong.
You think you'd be sober? Isn't that weird to think like if certain situations didn't turn out the way they did, do you think we'd be sober, you know?
No, I don't even know if I'd ever thought I had a problem.
Till you met me and then I would have told you you had a problem.
I wouldn't probably have met you.
I know, we would never have met. Tanya had actually another gay Judy back in the day. She always tells me stories about him. What was his name?
Mike.
Mike. That is, Tanya, I love that.
Isn't that cute? That's why I didn't want to get a collar on the...
Oh, that's so pretty.
Sit in it.
I'm going to in a second. Tanya is like, she will make this patio. Trust me, I will show you this patio tomorrow. And this patio will look like Pinterest.
And it's a cement block.
And it's cement blocks. And she'll make it gorgeous. And she'll have ferns and all kinds of plants out here. And candles. And it's, she does it every year. I was telling about how we played headbands.
Oh, God. That was...
Do you remember that?
Yeah. That was a hard game.
It was just the two of us. I like those red cushions. Where'd you get all these cushions at?
I had these. These I got at Walmart for like $16, Peter.
Really?
Do you remember how expensive they are?
Well, I'm gonna go get some.
I want this to be a little more cushioned.
Did you find any more gummy bears in your pooch?
No. Haven't recovered them.
We ate gummy bears in the car. They were so good. Everlasting love.
That doesn't look like too much now.
What was your favorite song to dance to back in the day?
Pour some sugar on me.
Pour some sugar on me.
Or, salt and pepper. Shoot.
Push it.
Baby, shoot, baby, shoot.
That was TLC, wasn't it?
Salt and pepper.
I think.
What a man, what a man, what a man.
What a mighty good man. Didn't they have a reality show for a while?
Yes, but it was a trailer.
Tanya loves that Braxton Family Values.
I love them.
She loves the Braxtons.
You want that light on or off?
It's let's turn it off. We can just have a candle. All right, you guys. Well, I'm gonna actually get off here, so because Tanya and I are gonna sit in the dark and tell some stories of the night. So I love you. Look at my good Judy over here. All her necessities that she has on the table. Candle, fountain pops.
And Lopez.
Lopez.
We can't burn the rug.
Cigarettes. Rugs. All right. Say goodnight, Tanya.
Night, night.
We'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Bye.